Hey guys, this is Guan with Behind the Blue, a BGS Robotics interview initiative, and today I'm with Team 7, Overclocked. Okay, so guys, my first question is, at the start of the BGS offseason, what were your team's goals?
I think that our team's goals as a whole were, since our team is also comprised of mainly rookie members, we wanted to give these members an intro to robotics and let them get the feel for how FTC is like. And we also wanted to teach them about the aspects of design and coding, so that perhaps next year when they come back to do robotics again, they have a greater idea of what to do during the off-season.
Definitely, that's a really good answer. Now, going on to the more mechanical and software side, when designing your team's robot, were there any aspects of the game which you wanted your robot to particularly focus on?
Yes, so we're going to focus on mainly scoring within the middle box, right? And so we tuned all of our shooter powers so that we would hit directly in the middle.
We noticed that the dunk take scoring would be worth much more points. However, due to the difficulty of scoring said dunk take, we decided that we were not going to focus on that primarily. Therefore, we decided that we would instead focus more on just what Timmy said, scoring in the central basket of the basketball area, so as that gave the most points.
Great. Now, moving on to the robot, do you guys want to explain what each subsystem does and how it works in together to create a competitive machine?
Yeah, so one element of our robot that I think is special is we have a bare motor drive base. This bare motor drive base runs off a 10-tooth pinion to a 100-tooth gear, which then runs from a 33-tooth pulley to a 37-tooth pulley. This allows us to have an output RPM of around 493 RPM. Additionally, we chose to do a bare motor drive base as well because it let us have a smooth and efficient power transfer while leaving more room in the center of the robot for better packaging. Now, talking about our intake, we use silicone casted 38 silicone rollers combined with TPU and zip ties to help us intake the board efficiently, as you can see here. This is then transferred to the transfer area via belts, where a silicone tubing spinner then helps us push the ball up to the shooter.
That's a really great robot, and especially competitive since you guys made it to Alliance. Since you guys made it to Alliance 2 and went so far in the competition. On that topic, what kind of programming stuff did you do to make your robot competitive this season? Off-season.
So the main thing is that we wanted to keep our code base pretty organized, so we modularized it. So we separated it into various subsystems, the turret, the intake, the drive base, and that allowed it to have, so those who weren't very familiar with our code base, it was so they can, understand it better. Because we have many rookie members, it allows them to look at our code base, and then it allows them to understand each of our different things a bit easier. And so it allows each of our alt modes to call upon different methods inside those the subsystems.
Now, in this new off-season game, there's obviously a lot of new things. For example, this is the first off-season game in BGS where there's shooting, and this is the first off-season game where we had 3 alliances, a lot of qualification matches, and also, I guess, a bit more a competitive aspect. How has that helped you in deciding, realizing the spirit of FTC and, building your basis for the main season?
Well, I would say, since this is the first off-season where the primary element is something that must be shot from our robot, I'd say this helped us to build our experience in FTC, as this, for me personally, this is the first time I've had to CAD a shooter and intake and transfer system. So this may be helpful in, let's say, our BioBuzz 2026-2027 season, where the game element is also a board that might be shot and scored.
Great. Do you guys have any more things that you guys want to talk about?
Nope, I think that's really good.
All right, well, that's been Behind the Blue with Team 7 as part of the 6-7 Alliance. I hope you guys enjoyed.